What is sim racing? Is it just another video game, or is it something much, much more? Well, if you've dreamed of hitting the track, feeling those G's and battling for position, but thought it was out of reach, then this video is for you. Welcome to the ultimate guide to sim racing. So whether you're a complete beginner, wondering where you even start, or you've dabbled before and want to get serious, I'm going to break down everything you need to know. We'll cover what sim racing really is, the essential gear to get you started on any budget, the best sims to jump into, core driving techniques that will make you faster, and how to become part of the awesome sim racing community. By the end of this, you'll have a clear roadmap to start your own incredible sim racing journey. Let's get into it. By introduction, I'm Kireth. I've been sim racing all of my life, and I've driven in real life and raced in real life as well. I've competed in all of the sims, been in the Gran Turismo movie, and now I host Formula 1 watch-alongs where I give sim racing insight. So that's who I am. Now, what exactly is sim racing? Unlike those arcade racing games where you might be drifting with one button, sim racing aims to accurately simulate the physics and mechanics of real-world racing, essentially. We're talking about games designed to mimic the feeling of driving a real car as closely as possible. So they all have advanced physics engines, detailed car models, and accurately modeled tracks. But why bother? What's the point? Well, first, it's incredibly immersive and fun. It's the closest many of us will get to driving our dream race cars on iconic tracks. And second, and I really know this, it's a genuine way to develop real driving skills, understanding things like weight transfer, tyre grip, and racecraft. Many professional racing drivers even use sim racing to practice and prepare for real-world races because it's a safe and really cost-effective way to gain experience. Plus, there's a massive, passionate, global community. You can compete online, join leagues, and compare with people who share your passion. It's more than just a game. It's a deeply engaging hobby that offers continuous learning and improvement. And we have the very best sim racing Discord at www.simracingdiscord.com. So you're convinced, but what do you actually need to start? Well, let's talk hardware. So first up, platform. You can sim race on PC or consoles like PlayStation and Xbox. PCs offer the widest selection of games, including titles like Assetto Corsa and iRacing, and the most hardware compatibility, plus sometimes the ability to mod games. Now, consoles are generally more affordable and user-friendly. They're a great way to dip your toes in. Now the essentials, where you can use a controller for the true sim racing experience. I'm going to be honest, a steering wheel and pedals are key. This is where you connect with the car and the track, and you don't need to break the bank to start. Many setups can simply clamp to your existing desk. Let's break down a few gear options by budget. Remember, you can always upgrade later. So for an entry-level setup, you might be looking in the $200 to $400 range. Are things like the Logitech G923 or the THRUSTMASTER T150 or T248. These are great starting points. They're typically gear or belt driven, meaning a motor connects to the wheel via gears or belts, and they usually are perfectly happy clamping right onto your desk. Now, stepping up to mid-range, I would say this is about between $500 to $1,000. You are now getting into the world of direct drive. So think about bundles like the Fanatec CSL DD or the Moser R5. Direct drive, or DD by the way, means the motor is directly connected to the steering shaft. So it gives you much stronger, much more detailed, and incredibly responsive force feedback. These are the sensations the game sends right to your wheel. It tells you exactly what your car is doing. It's really magical. Now for the enthusiast tier, so anything, let's say $1,000 and up, this is where you'll find high torque direct drive wheels from brands like Fanatec, Simicube or Moser, and you do often pair them with load cell pedals. So let me talk about pedals a little bit. Basic pedal sets often use potentiometers, which means how far you press them. So normally you have an accelerator and a brake, but load cell pedals, which you'll find in the mid-range to enthusiast sets, measure how much pressure you apply to the brake. This is much more like a real car, and it massively helps with the braking consistency. Now, mounting is crucial for stability, both for your wheel and your pedals. You can start, as I've said, by clamping your wheel to a sturdy desk. But their next step up is often something called a wheel stand, which is more stable and sometimes foldable. But for the most immersive and solid setup, especially if you've got a powerful direct drive wheel, a full sim racing cockpit or rig is the ultimate goal. And what about the display? Your regular TV or regular monitor is actually perfectly fine to start on. Later on, you might consider an ultra-wide monitor, a triple monitor setup, or for the ultimate, in my view, virtual reality for incredible immersion. Although remember, virtual reality can be quite demanding on your PC. Okay, hardware sorted hopefully. What about software? There are so many sim racing games out there, it can be really tough to choose. For beginners, I recommend looking for games with a good single player content or career mode, a good variety of cars or tracks, and physics that are rewarding to learn. So I've got a few top picks to get you started on PC. Many are also on console, but always check compatibility. First, the original Assetto Corsa. It's a bit of a legend, huge variety of cars and tracks, especially when you dive into the world of mods. The physics are great and it's fantastic for learning the fundamentals. It's an older title, so the graphics might look a little bit dated without mods. However, that means it should also run great even on older PCs. Then there's Assetto Corsa Competizione, or ACC. This is the official GT World Challenge game. So if you love GT3 and GT4 cars, the realism here is amazing and it offers a really good online experience. It does have a steeper learning curve and it is primarily focused on those GT cars which are a bit faster. Automobilista 2 is another strong contender. It has a wide range of cars and racing disciplines, excellent VR support, and is still being updated by the developers. The physics have a unique feel and some of the content is DLC. Now for pure online competition, iRacing is often considered the premier choice. It has skill-based matchmaking and a very accurate simulation model. The big consideration here is the subscription model, and you buy cars and tracks separately, so it can become quite costly over time. By the way, don't forget the F1 series like F1 25 for example. You get the official F1 experience. The handling is generally more accessible for newcomers and there's usually a good career mode as you might expect. It does lean more into Simcade compared to the hardcore sims, but it's a brilliant way to get started. See what grabs you. Don't feel the need to buy them all. Pick one that excites you the most, whether it's because of the cars or tracks or the type of racing, and dedicate some time to learning it. And by the way, for all of those sim racing games, apart from iRacing, go to my affiliate link for Instant Gaming. It's in the description. It has massive discounts for all sim racing games. And for iRacing, I have a affiliate description thing in the description as well. That massively helps me out. Okay, so we've got you your gear, you've got your game. Now let's talk about what's probably the most important part, how to actually drive and get faster. So these are the absolute essential techniques that, to be honest with you, every beginner needs to master. So the first one is vision is everything. This is rule number one. Look where you want to go, not where you are currently pointing or at the barrier you're afraid of hitting. So look through the corner to the apex and then to the exit as early as possible. Your hands will naturally follow your eyes. Now second, the racing line. A bit controversial, but it's critical. For most corners, you want to use an outside, inside, outside path. Start wide on the entry to the corner, clip the inside apex, and let the car drift wide on the exit to carry maximum speed. Third, smooth inputs are key in my opinion. So think smooth steering input, smooth throttle application, smooth braking. Any sudden jerky movements will unsettle the car, scrub speed, and can lead to spin. So be gentle and progressive with your controls. Now fourth, braking technique. Slow in, fast out. This is crucial for lap time and consistency. Brake effectively in a straight line before you start turning the wheel. As a beginner, focus on braking a little bit earlier than you think you need to. So get the car slowed down, turn in smoothly, hit your apex, and then progressively apply the throttle as you unwind the steering on exit. Avoid at the beginning aggressive trail braking, which is kind of braking into the corner when you're just starting out. We can get to that later. Now fifth, understand force feedback. So I recommended force feedback wheels earlier, and those force feedback steering wheels are constantly talking to you through force feedback. So this force feedback, aka FFB, tells you what the car is doing. So when you're losing grip at the front, that's understeer. when the rear is light and might step out. That's oversteer. Number 6, practice. Don't just hot lap. Don't just jump in and try and set a world record on lap 1. Engage in deliberate practice. Pick one track, one car, even one corner. Drive out of the pit. Get in the groove. Practice your braking points progressively. Practice your line and getting on the power smoothly. Consistency in a race is more important than race pace. Trust me, consistency. I meant raw pace. It's more important than raw pace. Having that consistency is more important. And a common beginner mistake that you want to avoid, is one of the beginner mistakes I see new drivers make all the time, is over driving the car, trying to take every corner as fast as possible or just braking too late. You're just compromising the exits. Remember, slow is soft and smooth, smooth is fast. So focus on really nailing your braking point, nice and early, carrying speed through the corner, not running wide on exit, and getting loads of speed to the next corner. That exit the corner is so important. So you're on your way now, definitely. But remember, sim racing is a journey. It's not a destination. Don't get discouraged if you're not instantly setting leaderboard times or winning every race. I really mean this. It truly takes time and practice. It's a hobby. It's a pastime. Be patient with yourself. Enjoy the process of learning. Enjoy the process of making mistakes and learning from those mistakes, and celebrate the small improvements. Celebrate your first podium. Celebrate your first pole position. Go out and get a bottle of champagne when you get your first win. Celebrate it, please, for me. Every single race is an opportunity for some incredible memories. So there you have it. That was, hopefully you agree, your ultimate guide to getting started in the amazing world of sim racing. What we've covered is the gear you'll need, some games to jump into, the core driving techniques, and how to keep growing and connect with the community. The most important thing I can leave you with is have fun. I hope you come back to this video years later and leave me a comment saying, thank you so much for getting into sim racing. I'm really enjoying it. And if you do that, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video on the channel.